Hi everyone, so I'm out here in the garden just checking out the red currants, and I'll turn the camera around in a second. Last year we only had one bunch because this plant's only 2 or 3 years old, and they only fruit properly after sort of the third year really. But I had one bunch last year that I actually saw get stolen by a blue tit. It took the whole bunch in one foul swoop. So I'll show you what we've got this year. So we've got some lovely bunches of red currants yet to ripen, so I think it's about time to put some netting over this. Look, a couple have been taken. It's about time to put some netting over this, I reckon, because I'd really like to eat these this year. And here we've got some potatoes on the go in these little fabric tubs. There's lots of space to earth up, which it definitely needs to be done. There's a couple of inches of stem to cover there, so I'll be putting some more soil in there today. Some of them have been dug around in a bit by the squirrels. Here's an exciting one. A couple of years ago on Mother's Day, my mum gave me a rose from a bouquet that I gave her, and I told her I'll try and get it to grow, and one day give her a bouquet of the roses from the Mother's Day rose. And we've got our first one about to, well, should flower in a couple of weeks, I reckon. But that's lovely. I did have a rose on it last year, but in a gust of wind the rose head actually fell off just as it was about to open. So that was a shame, but there we go. This is the little raspberry bed. Obviously some of varying heights. This was actually one plant early spring, and I split it into 7, and it looks as though they've all just about survived. These two have done very well. This one looked like it might die, but it's got some fresh shoots on it now, so that's great. And I look forward to having lots more raspberries this year. This Braeburn apple was grafted by myself back in college, and until early spring it was in a very shaded spot. It did flower once 2 years ago, but this year it had amazing flowers on it. I'll try and get some pictures up on this video. And it looks as though we're going to have our first cooking apples. Hopefully be able to make a few pies with those. There's quite a few on this small one. And you can see that I've tried to prune it in a way so it's become more of a fan. I think I'm doing quite well so far. Something that I really like to do is take cuttings, and these are a couple that have done quite well. There were 2 more in here that didn't do very well, so I'll take those out now. I did sort of neglect these, so that's my fault really. I think they would have taken quite well, but these 2 seem to have rooted quite early. These were only done about 3 weeks ago, so I'm quite happy with that. And here we've got several lavenders that I just pinched out. I pinched the tips off and put them straight in, and these have actually grown about 1 centimetre. There's a couple of smaller ones here that haven't grown at all, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 that have started growing quite strongly now, so that'd be lovely. I used to worry a lot about aphid damage, but I've since changed my mind and decided to just observe and hope that the ladybirds can come and take care of it. I don't think they will on this occasion because there's so many ants protecting these aphids. I actually gave this plant a flick about 10 minutes ago, and you can see there's a lot of ant activity there trying to figure out who's trying to get rid of these aphids, because the ants, they milk the aphids, the dew that comes out of the other end. So yeah, I find it quite fascinating. I don't know if you can actually see the aphids in there under the leaf. About to get attacked. Here's some red currant cuttings that are doing very well, taken from the plant that I showed you a minute ago. Can't see any, oh yeah, there is some fresh growth on there actually. So I'll probably be planting these end of summertime, maybe even before, depends how long the roots get. We've also got some apple seedlings on the go. I just want to leave that and see what that is out of interest, just for another week or two, just to see what the true leaves look like. But there's another apple seedling as well. I've got lots of peppers and sweet peppers and chilies on the go. Here's some sweet peppers and here's some chilies. And for the last couple of weeks I've not been bringing these in, so they've slowed down a fair bit because the last 4 or 5 nights have been quite cold. I do have some in the windowsill upstairs, a sunny windowsill, and they're growing really fast, and they're a lot darker green than these. I'll show you those as well. I've got a load of carrots planted in these 5 litre, what used to be water bottles. Unfortunately something has had a dig around in these within the last 2 days, displacing a lot of them and actually taking lots of them out. And I don't think these ones that are sideways will survive now, because they really don't like to be moved. That's a shame, but we should have a couple of carrots. I like to have lettuce seedlings growing all summer long, so this is, I think, the 3rd sowing. I'll be taking those out and planting them in something else. This one is a mini greenhouse made by me and my daughter as a little project, and they've grown faster than any that we've had so far. We might even have a bit of salad off of these young leaves tonight. Here's some courgettes I've got on the go. These looked very dry the other day, gave them a water and they're fine now. I have to plant these up pretty soon because the roots are a lot longer than you'd think, and this isn't a very big container. So these definitely need to be replanted, and I'll probably give a few of these away because, as some of you know, you'll get lots of courgettes off even one plant, so I think that would be too much for us. Thanks very much for watching. Next time we'll be looking at making plant food, and we'll also be looking at some propagation techniques. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you soon.